Starting off this morning with a comfortable seated position. So place anything that you need to lift yourself up and feel more comfortable. Even if you need another pillow, grab another one and allow that to just open up around your hips and your lower back. Allow your palms to relax onto your legs, lengthen through your spine, and then roll the shoulders back and down. So just taking a few deep breaths. So I'm going to split our practice this morning into two halves. The first half being a very kind of slow awakening. So if you haven't had too much time to wake up fully this morning, then that is what the first half of our practice will be. And the second half of our practice will be beginning to energize the body, moving and stretching, strengthening, lengthening and balancing through the body. And with that word balance, we're going to begin with a breathing technique, a pranayama, known as Nadi Shodhana, which means alternate nostril breathing. And just allowing, maybe just noticing before we do anything, how the two sides of your nose feel. The right and the left side. Is there one side that's more open, one side that is more closed? Feel the temperature difference between the inhale and the exhale. And then as soon as you're ready, bring your right hand up so it's in front of your face, palm facing your face. And you're just going to press your index and your middle finger to the space in between your eyebrows. And here you should be able to comfortably block your right nostril with your thumb and your left nostril with your ring finger. So you kind of want to be switching between each nostril, blocking one and then blocking the other. So just take a big full deep breath in first and foremost. And then you're going to block the right nostril, keep the left nostril open and exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5 counts. Inhale through the left, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch, exhale, right nostril, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the right open, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch to exhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch, exhale, right, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, left. 2, 3, 4, 5. So just keep going at your own pace. Finding that depth of breath. Maybe 5 counts felt like a bit of a stretch this morning. That's absolutely fine. Maybe you want to drop it down to 4 counts. Maybe very quickly over the next few breaths you think, oh, actually I could go take this a little bit further, so you could press it to 6 counts. But just notice those shifts and changes through the nose. When we practice Nadi Shodhana pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, we're invoking the two halves of the body, the masculine and the feminine. And we're allowing them to become more balanced. So we're working from both a creative and logical place. It's perfectly natural for one nostril to always be a little bit more blocked than the other. If you check in later on today, you'll probably find that it's switched and the other side is blocked. And the side that is blocked now is more open. And the next time you exhale out of your left side, then let that close this breathing technique for you this morning. And just letting your right hand relax back down towards your leg. Resting it wherever feels comfortable. Feeling the depth of breath, feeling any shifts and changes through how the nose, the face, the breath feels. I always feel kind of like my vision improves after I've done that breathing technique for some reason. Like my peripheral vision feels way more encompassed into just my normal front vision. I also feel more connected to the two hemispheres of the brain. But maybe you find you feel more connected to your lungs. You may find that you feel more connected to the earth beneath you, the space that's around you. And whatever sensations and feelings arise, just take note of them, how they may help you through this day. So keeping your eyes closed, as long as it feels comfortable to you. If not, maybe just keep your gaze down towards the floor. And just begin to move intuitively. So maybe just start with head movements. And try and think about this as a moving meditation. So obviously with the eyes closed, you're not able to look at me as much as you normally would. With the eyes closed, you can find a real sense of moving where you need to. So you're not letting what I'm doing personally guide too much of what you need to do or block something that you feel you should do for your body. And we're slowly going to move here, so there's not going to be anything particularly placed about this. There's not going to be a sort of set pose that we've got to reach. Just let your body move and feel from your head, your neck, your shoulders. Feel the movement coming all the way down into the spine, into the front and side bodies, all the way down eventually into the hips, but take your time to get there. So of course you can sway, you can find a cat-cow motion through the spine, inhaling, scooping the chest and chin forwards and up, exhaling, squeezing the belly button back to the spine, chin to chest. You can find a lovely sway from side to side, you can find a rotation through the spine, a nice twist. Maybe your arms feel tight, so you want to reach them all the way up over the head and interlace the fingers. Maybe you want to reach them behind the back and open up around the fronts of the shoulders. If you know you've got a long day sitting at a desk, then this is a really good one to do. Really opening the chest and finding that really good, strong and long spine for good continued posture. Maybe you want to stretch the back a bit more, so you find a lovely forward fold over the legs, taking the hands all the way up. And maybe you just take some really nice deep breaths into the back of the lungs and rib cage, expanding all across that middle band of the back. And just for another 5 breaths, moving in any way that you need to. Nothing nicer in the morning than just being able to move in a way that feels really natural to your body, but also like it is allowing you to lift and enliven through this space. 2 more breaths. If you need to do anything on a second side, take time to do that now. And then inhaling, coming all the way back. You're just going to roll back onto your sit bones. Take your feet forwards, flexing through the toes. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up over the head. And then exhale, take a lovely forward fold over the legs. And just take a few moments as you lift to ripple through the spine. So as you inhale, bring space between you and your legs. And then exhale to come all the way down. This may feel tight First thing in the morning, it's never wholly easy to really deepen into stretches like this. But just go with the breath, let it guide you, taking it into the deepest variation of the stretch that feels beneficial for you right now. And then using your inhale to rise all the way up, lifting nice and high. Go for a really big point through your toes. So really stretch the tops of the feet and lift and lengthen all the way back. You're just going to take the feet round to one side, remove your pillow from underneath you, and then make your way up into tabletop position. So finding that lovely feeling of length here and finding more movement through the spine to awaken it. So you're going to inhale. We're going to switch the breathing of our cat-cow today. So we're going to lift up on the inhale into cat. And then exhale, dropping the belly and the chest down and taking the gaze forwards. Inhale, feel that energy going into the back body as you inhale. And then exhale, just open gently through the chest as you exhale. Do that 3 more times. Using that depth of breath. And then as soon as you're ready to inhale, bring your big toes nice and close together, widen your knees out to the edges, sit all the way back towards your heels, taking your hands as far forwards as you can without lifting your hips too far away from your heels. As you lengthen through the spine, you're going to take a nice deep inhale. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder. As you inhale, roll the left side of your face onto your left upper arm. And you're going to press the chest all the way out towards that right side as you push down into the ground with your right palm. Feel that lovely subtle rotation all the way through the spine. Inhale again. And then exhale, come all the way down. Stretch the right hand forwards, bring the left hand in, and then repeat on the other side. So roll the right side of your face onto your right upper arm. Press the left palm down into the ground as you lift open and rotate through the chest, lifting nice and high. And then exhale, coming down. We're going to do that once more each side. So back to the right hand coming in underneath the shoulder. Inhale, lift. Maybe lift the head away this time so you feel more of a rotation through the spine. The higher you are, the more likely it is that your spine can lift and twist more. Exhale, coming down to switch sides, left hand under left shoulder. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the head. Try to find as much space between the coccyx and the crown of the head. And then exhale, coming all the way down, widening the hands to shoulder distance. Just bring them in a little bit closer together as you melt the chest. And then inhale, rise again through that lovely cat back. Just press the tops of the feet down. Bring the knees back to parallel, walking the hands forwards. Reach back through the hips, then like one big wave. You're going to lift all the way up and then ripple the front of the body all the way down onto the mat into your crocodile pose, releasing the head down. And if you've woken up this morning with some thoughts that are taking up a lot of space in the front of the mind, just sway the head from side to side. Let the pressure of the floor massage and release. So yes, those thoughts probably won't go away, and that's absolutely fine. You're not trying to massage them away. But what you are trying to do is give yourself some space at the front of your mind so you can focus fully on yourself this morning. And then all of those thoughts that are important, just not right now, can come in once you have aligned your body, mind, and your emotions. Inhaling, coming through to center, sliding the forearms forwards, ready to rise up into your Sphinx pose. So as you lift here, try and imagine you want to breathe space around your heart. Lifting the chin nice and high, and then exhale, squeeze the chin towards the chest. You want to spread the shoulders apart here. So really try and think about your shoulder blades reaching away from each other. And move your head from side to side, circling and rotating. And again, if you are going to be spending time sat at a desk, working at a laptop or writing, and this is going to be a really good way to start your day, moving the head around and bringing space through the back of the neck. Press down through the tops of the feet, see if you can press the forearms into the floor as you inhale and rise. And then exhale, come all the way down, hands in underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes under. We're going to ripple through the body nice and slowly. So take that inhale, let your hips lead you back and just press down. As you tuck the toes under, feel that lovely stretch through the soles of the feet. Let the heart melt towards the floor as well as the forehead. And then inhale, rising, coming through and all the way up into downward facing dog. As always, taking 5 deep breaths and do whatever makes you feel comfortable, tapping into that intuitive style of movement again. So you're not limited by what I am guiding you through. You're allowing your body to become just as much of a guide as I am for this practice. Then moving through the feet, the heels, the knees, the hips, the spine, the shoulders, the neck and the head. Or maybe choosing one of those areas to pinpoint. My lower back feels just a little bit tight this morning, so I'm just going to take a couple more breaths, working my awareness around there. And inhaling, coming all the way back to center, lift and open the gaze. You're going to soften through the knees, walking the hands all the way back towards your feet. Find a lovely forward fold as you release the head all the way down. So I'm really enjoying at the moment working with this feeling of waves through the body and letting that kind of guide the movement. So as you release the head all the way down, you're going to inhale, rise into half lift. Lengthen the legs as much as you can comfortably with the weight into the toes and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, soften the knees and release. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, lift and lengthen. Just rising halfway and then exhale, soften and deepen. And just feel this tidal kind of feeling through the body, like you are made of waves. And inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up and back behind you for that lovely rotation through the shoulders, bending through the knees, sweep the fingertips down, forwards and up as you rise, and then connect the palms, lower the hands all the way down to heart center. Feel free to sigh at any point, releasing anything you no longer need. Starting a new day is like turning to a blank page. You don't have to bring everything from the previous page with you, but you have that experience to bring forwards to write on that page.